What is going on, guys? It is your boy Lucky Heart Charlie here. I'm here with my boy Centurion. He's going to show us us his base for DCUO Crib Season 2. Psychotic, the floor is yours, brother. Show us around your base.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, all right. So basically, this base was an inspiration off of the spring seasonal, and what I was trying to do was get that outer kind of atmosphere, outer worldly like hideout layer. So a lot of pairing, item pairing, and there's a lot of soft details between like the flower beds and like hiding like eggs in between things and your terminals. I was actually rounding out corners and up in the top there's actually like tree branches hidden. A lot of the placement has to be um, fairly fluid, generally. When you come in here, you have some signs in here. And things are tucked away. This base, it doesn't look like there's so much subtlety, but there is, as in here, there's actually a pterodactyl in the tree. And again, there's actually, I don't know how many pieces of hanging ivy, but up on the edges of this layer, um, I spent quite a bit of money and time grabbing these ivies from everyone who would place them in the broker, and so this whole entire base is lined with God knows how many pieces of hanging ivy. Um, yeah, there's just like a lot of subtleties in here. Like this back wall is one of my favorite pairings of items. Vines going through the tablets. Um, you know, hanging lanterns with New Genesis flowering vines. So stuff like that, and then also these, I think they're called trellises at the tops. But I wanted to make the base also look fairly manly at the same time. So I was trying not to add so much of a touch that you would say, well, is this a female's layer or is this a man's layer? You don't know. So this layer is very neutral to to what I was trying to do. So anyone could come in here and be like, oh, I just like it, straight up. It's not like too girly or nothing like that, and or too manly where a female character could come in here and go, oh, this is just way too manly for me. Um, yeah, so basically hiding the um, the mainframe, not completely though, because I like to see the monitors actually cut through some of the vine work, so it looks like authentic in the way it's being consumed. So the whole flow of it is and almost like an abandoned layer. It's kind of weird because it almost feels like a zombie apocalypse type lair, but I just picture like it's something perfect for Ivy that she would love to be in, especially if she's on the run. Also, I managed to sneak in uh, tons of Easter eggs, like this little saber-toothed tiger on the right, as mentioned with the pterodactyl. Coming around, you're gonna have a nature base. You gotta have fish tank headboards. If not, I call fraud. That's all I'm saying. Um, I'm not hating on how anyone does it. That's just what I feel. I feel like that's just that's just a mandatory thing. The T-Rex, is pretty awesome. You got his when you look from underneath him like that with the trees over top, you get a nice up view. He looks kind of menacing. And there's not many places you could actually place him, but he works great in this particular layer. Some sneaky pairings, which is really good. I've never actually seen this done on the left side, placing these hanging lanterns and then using the trellises to pair those. That's a great pairing of items. Let's see here. So then coming around, since it's getting kind of dank, there's a lot of water flow on the ground in this particular layer. It's a great breakdown of the feel with all this moisture. So down here, I want it to feel like a little sense of confusion and mystery. So um, I took like a Batman item. Again, everything is based on things being consumed by the nature. So down this corridor, it's pretty awesome. You got like isolated rain, more hanging ivy everywhere to kind of give you that just like immersed feel. And then you got this prowling lion breaking the corner on you. Um, so that's a nice little subtle touch with that lion. And then again, you got wall planners coming out of a lot of the holes, the vents, I guess they are. And the theory behind that is that, you know, when water leaks through those vents, the planters can get basically self-watered. Um, this is a nice little setup here. So a lot of the and that's the other thing too. The way this actually walks, you know, I like to be able to kind of break this way and then kind of run this way. It just gives you a good flow of movement, and yeah, it's just really fun. This is an item here where I threw, I believe that's called a scrying, uh, angelic scrying bowl. So yeah, put a little palm tree in there, kind of water that one. That one needs a lot more water. And then in this back corner here, I have some funky, like weirdo plants, like, and I just feel like they need to be more dry. And I think that's a coral, some type of coral. I have no idea what type of coral, but it is a coral piece, and that's kind of like a dry, dehydrated piece as well. Yeah, so really this layer, all in all, um, to summarize what it actually took to do this, it took, and I will tell my secret, and some people, DCUO veterans know who have done themed layers to this degree, is that it actually took me a minimum of 6 tunes, and basically with those 6 tunes, I average like 10 leaves a day. So the combination of over 1,000, over 1,000 leaves, and the DCUO currency, which is equivalent to $100 DCU marketplace cash, because it's like $10 for every 100. So you're looking at over $100 worth of deco in game content, and plus uh, all the broker money spent for any holes that I actually had to fill to place these items out. So, but it was worth it, you know what I mean? And this base is open to anyone who ever wants access to it, and they just want to come in and walk through. They can use amenities and let me know. I'm open like that. I don't mind anything like that. I actually welcome the community. We all kind of help each other out, you know what I mean? Make things a little better for everyone. So, yeah, but that's about it. This is Ivy's Haven, and all I need is a poison ivy totem, and I'm all set. I can't wait to DCUO does that one day,
Yeah, they should. I mean, because I mean, we're getting
right?
Batman statues. Why can't we get like
Yeah,
a poison ivy totem or something where, you know,
yeah.
she's
Instead
running
of
around or something? That would be awesome. You know,
imagine like ambush bug, only ivy.
right?
Like that. Yeah,
I mean, they're running out of. I mean, like some of the base items you see we get, it's kind of like they're running out of ideas anyway. Why not throw a hero totem in there? You know, let's have
yeah.
you know, like
Oh
if
yeah,
you
you could
like.
do
I mean,
anything.
honestly, I told one of my league mates. He's one of my best friends on this game.
Hmm.
He he wants access to this base so bad, and I'm like, when I talk one day when he's on, I'll let you come in here and I'll let you look for yourself.
Oh yeah, just
But
tell him give me his name and I'll add him.
and basically, what I was like, dude, when I went in this guy's base, I kid you not, I was waiting on Poison Ivy to jump out of here and kiss me or something, you know, because
Yeah,
I mean, as
yeah,
soon as
there's
you
like
come
a
in here, I mean, dude, you nailed this thing perfect, you
yeah,
know,
and
like
that's what I think. It was weird because it felt like I already saw it like ahead. It was weird, like as it's building, but in my mind, like I'm building it and I'm like, no, it's not there yet. It's not there yet. and I'm putting items in, and very picky. Like if something don't work, it has to be moved or go. I definitely won't place something just to place it for fill. Can't do that.
Right. And like one thing, like I mean, like when I was describing your base, I mean, I was like, dude, it was just like little subtle things, like these little eggs that come out
Oh
of
yeah, and
what is it? Olympus, I believe
yeah,
they're harpy
and
legs or
see,
eggs or something.
yep, yes, the heartbeat. That's one of the great things that I did. That unless you really play the game a lot and realize it's like, wait a minute, I'm actually showing people that I'm a veteran without you knowing that the person, let's say, would be a veteran, or the person's really history or where they've been. By placing the eggs, it lets them exactly know what content they've been running, you
Right.
know, and what they've seen, stuff like that. And also each well, if you notice, their eggs are different. So
Right.
to make sure that I didn't pair like harpy eggs and the other one has monster and the other one like that. That was definitely key. I believe even up by the right here, these little subtle ones hidden here, those are the
Where you at?
monster ones.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Up a
Okay.
little further. See, they're tucked right in there, little
Right.
monster eggs. So that was definitely the goal, is trying to like not use the same ones at different times. But I really like these ones here laying in the bed. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, who knows what's gonna hatch from it? There's just no telling.
And I want to
But
come over
yeah,
to this wall right here, dude, because this right here, oh my goodness, you told me what this was, and I went like when you told me what it was, I went and took two dividers just to see how hard it would be to do. How you
oh
rounded this wall out
oh
right
yeah,
here.
the rounded, yes,
Oh
the
my
rounded
goodness,
one.
and it looks perfect. I mean, it looks like that's exactly how it grew into the
Yeah,
wall. Where you,
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not it's
that
not
that
easy.
had to be a pain. I mean, because I couldn't even get two wall dividers to even look that good, Which I'm sure the
Right.
leaves and stuff kind of covered up a little bit of stuff, but like
Yeah.
because I didn't have any of these dividers, so I was like, oh man, I know this right here was. You were like,
Exactly. It's
maybe I just need to do
definitely
something else, you
I
know?
wanted people to look at the divider, and that's what I wanted to take out of the vocabulary. I didn't want the thought of a divider coming in their mind. I
Right.
wanted to eliminate divider altogether. And if I knew that I felt like they were not dividers and they were one piece, then it would sell the whole thing way, way better.
I'm a huge baseball fan. Every time I see this wall, it reminds me of Wrigley Field.
Yeah,
With
right.
the
Yeah,
ivy,
no, the
you know
wall.
what I'm saying? The
The
wall at
wall,
Wrigley
yeah.
Field and stuff. So, and I mean,
It's a
dude, go ahead.
it's a lot of fun. I mean, I enjoyed like this whole process, and yeah, that's really what I hope. I hope that I can only bring more, like to my bases and push the envelope, and who knows where this base goes next season, or because although anyone could say this is done, and even I could say it's done. But I think there's a little further push, that I can see myself saying, you know what, I can just elevate it a little bit with one more seasonal and actually push the boundaries. So that's eventually where I'm probably going again, a second revisit to this layer, because I do love it that much. I didn't plan this to be my main layer, but it definitely ended up becoming one of my main layers now, because every time I come into it, like you said, I just get lost in the layer. Doesn't
Right.
feel like I'm.
And one thing I want to say, and this is kind of unfair, but I came in here by myself and I hit this. That
Right.
is that is kind of even the little. I mean, even the music fits this bass.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely. I wouldn't put, actually, because I had a choice. I had summer seasonal speaker I could have used. Um, but I actually didn't like the song choice. The song choice wouldn't fit this. This is definitely like, yeah, set it up and kind of lay it all down. It just kind of does cap off the feel to the layer. Yeah.
Right.
And
So,
I really couldn't add anything right now as far as like um, any additions. Like I wouldn't put anything crazy in here. I wouldn't use like I love the leprechaun because he gives you stuff and all, but he just wouldn't work. You know what I mean? So like anything that doesn't work is just not in here right now. This is really being picky on this particular base.
well, you never know. The next seasonal might have some stuff, but ooh, I gotta add this. You know.
True.
You
True.
know.
Yeah, that's what
So
I'm actually looking for. Yeah.
you never know. Hopefully, this video, somebody from DC is seeing it, and you know what? That's a good idea. We should we should give them
Oh
a
yeah,
poison ivy.
That ivy totem, man. Come on.
Maybe we should give them a ivy totem. That would be awesome. You know, but yeah, dude. I mean, like even like I mean, this little bit right here, like you were saying, if you really look at this card, I mean, the wall is actually taking over the card.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
stuff like that, and I mean, like this right here, this is probably like one of my favorite things. You got it raining in here. The fog makes it look like puddles of water. Right here. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
that's
pretty crazy.
so I mean, that's really cool about that and everything else. And I mean, like I said, it was just the way you did it and everything. The flow is perfect in here. And by the way, that was the name of that bowl. Yeah, Scrying Bowl. That was exactly what that was. And this by far is cool. Cool. You took the Starro Bowl and blended it in with your teleporter and stuff. That's super cool. I didn't even know you could do that because of the simple fact it was a purple piece. So
Right, yeah.
that's kind of cool.
It's very like that's the whole thing. Like the teleporters, you know, you mess with them and you play with all the textures and everything like that. But yeah, at some point down the road, you know, for me, I just can't wait to see what the future holds with DC. I like the direction it's going. I really do.
Right. And I mean, hopefully once they get this power thing settled and you know everybody, because I know they're nerfing a bunch of stuff coming up. You know, everybody's running around with heat vision and venom boost and all this other kind of stuff, and you know, I can't say that I do it too. So, but
You know, Charlie, I do appreciate you taking the time
oh, no problem,
to
brother.
do this walkthrough, and I'm going to join with some crybaby league mates who've been crying for attention. I don't know why they've been crying. They probably want money. I think they want money.
Is that what it is? They want money?
Yeah, I think they want money because I heard them send me a tell. They sent me a tell earlier saying something about could they have something, and I'm assuming maybe they saw something in the league bank that they may want. Maybe they probably saw one of my OP items, like one of them collections. Who knows?
Huh. May never know.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, I appreciate you showing us your base and everything. I'm gonna finish up the end of this, and
All right.
you can go ahead and head on. And I thank you so much for showing us your base, brother. Do appreciate it.
Anytime.
All right, my brother.
All right. See ya.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. You know how this works. You know, all you got to do is leave a like to if you like Psychotic Space. Like I said, you don't have to just vote on one, guys. If you like it, vote it. You know, that's all you got to do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and y'all have a good night.